Okay. Hi guys. Welcome to another session. So today I'm going to discuss about how we can set up N8N in locally. Okay, so this is the one I have created, and yes, I am able to run it locally. So let me see the let me log out from here. Okay, so yes. So I have signed out from here and let me log in again. Yes. So here we can create our workflow, all those things, whatever we're supposed to do, right? So now I'll walk you through how you can do your setup into N8N. Okay, so let me bring the code here. Okay, so then I'll explain one by one each and everything. Okay, so I think you guys are able to see my screen. Okay, so this is the N8N setup we have to do. Okay, so let's see, let's explain everything. So I'll not share my actually NV file, okay, but I'll explain you from here, okay, what are the different thing you have to do. So if you see line number one and two, one anyhow it's commented. So this is this line, okay, where this is the most critical settings in N8 and encrypts all your stored credential, password, API key, etc. using the key. Okay, if you lose this key, you will lose access to all of your saved credential. Always use long and random string into production. Okay, so that's what. Now let's move into the next line, the line number 4 to 7, right? Okay, so this is the basic auth code, auth or endpoint to add extra log on top of N8N owner login. Okay, so here you can see that N8N basic auth active is equal to true, N8N basic auth user is equal to admin and N8N auth password, right? So that's what add HTTP basic authentication as an extra security layer when someone visit your N8N or URL, they will see the that browser pop up asking for the username and password. Okay. And then they can access the N8N own login system. This is like having a two locks on your door. Okay, so that's what. Now let's move into the line number 9. Yeah, 9 to 13, right? This part, server part. So here N8N port is equal to, I have given 5678, some random number, webbook URL, so local host, the previous when the screen share, right, I have showed you guys. So this is localhost colon 5679. Then localhost, okay, N8N underscore host is equal to localhost, and N8N protocol is equal to HTTP. Okay. So what the server configuration is saying, N8N port 5678, so port N8N runs inside the Docker container, then webbook URL, okay, which is the external URL for webbook endpoints, what external service use to call your workflow. Then N8N host name N8N blinds to like whatever the host you guys have chosen, and N8N protocol, communication protocol for HTTP local development and for HTTP production. Right. Okay. Then let's move into the time zone. Okay. Yes. Now, let's see, line number 59, 16. The 59 I have commented anyhow, it's a time zone. So here I have choose the Asia and Kolkata. Okay, so say the time zones are scheduled workflow and the real-time basis operation. You can replace with your local time zone. Okay. Then after that, if you see line number 70, 18 and 19, okay, which is disabling the sending usage, the analytics of N8N to set up true if you want to want to get help from N8N to improve the production area anonymous usage data. Okay, then line number 21, 22. So here I am setting up the DB SQLite pool size is equal to 3. Okay, so create the pool size of 3 database connection to better perform SQLite into single thread by default, but connection pooling helps you to concurrent operations. Okay. Then line number 24, 25, line number 24, 25 to enable the task runner for better performance and isolation. Okay, so task runner execute the workflow nodes in the separate process, making workflow more stable and scalable. Okay, now move it to the last part, which is line number 27 to 30 is a security configuration. N8N block environment access is IN node is equal to false. So it's allow code node to access the environment variable. Okay, then next part is the prevent using the BRGit repository. Okay, and the last one is equal to true, which is automatically fix the file permission for security purpose, right? Next, moving to the Docker Compose YAML file. Yes. Okay. So here is the service N8N and then line number 1 to 3. Okay, so line number 1 to 3. Okay, if define the service called N8N using the latest official N8N Docker image from Docker Hub. Okay. So which is the port is 5679 colon 5678. Then line number 4 to 5 is the port mapping, which maps the host port, okay, host port 5679 to container port 5678. This means you will access the N8N via localhost for 5679 on your computer, but inside the container it's run port 5678. Okay. Then coming to the environment file .env, okay, which is line number 67. Okay, loads the environment variable from .env file we just explained before. Then volumes, okay. So N8N underscore data colon home node N8. Okay, so that's what will come. Then 8 and 9, yeah, so that is the one 8 and 9. Okay, creates the persist storage, the N8N underscore data volume, store all your workflow and credential and settings, even if you delete delete the container. Okay, and then line number 10, the line number 10, yes, line number 10 is unless stop, so it will run. So which is automatic restart policy. If the container crashed, Docker will restart it automatically unless you manually stopped it. Okay, then line number 12 and 13, volumes and data. Okay, which is declare the names and volume use the above data persist, right? Now to go to Docker Compose Postgres YAML file. Okay. So this is an alternative setup using the Postgres instead of SQLite for better performance and add scalability. So services is equal to DB. Okay, image postgres 16. Okay, environment postgres user N8N. Okay, then password N8N. All those things. So which will create the 127, which will create the SQL database services users N8N. Okay, password and the database. Then it will your 8 to 10 is the passes the PostgreSQL data and set the restart policy. Then 12 to 15, it will the N8N service depends on the database services starting from first. Then line number 18 to 24 is the database connection string telling N8N to use the Postgres instead of volumes. Okay, and then uh, okay, I have to go down little light. Mhm. Okay, sorry, I didn't notice. I should. Oh, let me explain because all those was not visible in the screen. Okay, so line 1 to 7, here the line 1 to 7, I'm repeating again. Line 1 to 7, the create a PostgreSQL database services with user N8 password and the database. Okay, then line number 8 to 10, which will purchase the PostgreSQL SQL and restart policy. Then line number 12 to 15, the N8N services depends on the database services starting from. Okay, and then line number 18 to 24. So just 18 to 24, let me make it up. Okay. Uh, 18 to 24 is the database connection setting. It's telling N8N to use the PostgreSQL. Okay. And then 29, so which is 29, right? Okay. Yeah, from here. So 29 to 31. Okay. Is the declare volume, one init in data in the PostgreSQL. So that's what all about the files. And then let me stop this N8N service and rerun and show you what you can do. So if I see, mm, no. So it's running. I'll cancel this. Okay. So Docker Compose D, say it will start running from here. Okay. So it's running. So this is the command you need to use Docker Compose up dash D. And if you want to access the database, right? So how we can do. So I'll give all this instruction, whatever I'm going to this show it to here. So, so what this command it will do, copy database from the container. Okay. So now see here my SQLite, it's came, right? Then I'll see the tables. So these are the tables I have. Okay. See, then I'll extract the user data. Okay, which is showing my email ID, which will login. And this is the full user information. Obviously, it will password, it will not show because that is encrypted. So yeah, you won't be able to see. And yeah, that's it. Then I'll remove this, that I'll remove the table. So that's what I have done. Okay, so let me clear. Hmm. So I think, yeah, this is all about, and from here you can run your N8 and do the stuff. So please share with this with your friends and subscribe my channel. So we'll bring more content on N8. And thanks for your time. We'll see you in the next session.